Entering settings screen, you have 18 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
Hmm. Got the cocaine weights on. Cocaine cool.
Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between our visitors and the Oakland Raiders. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready? Yeah. Mike 58, right there. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. He's coming. We got double up.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Tight is right. Watch tight. Tight is right. Everyone's got 22 jet bombers. 22 jet bombers. Bravo. He's got Mike 50. Mike 50. Know your job. Shoot.
2nd and 3. He completes it to Nelson. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, L.A. J.J. Nelson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep.
I didn't know we could still do that.
Let's go.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 23. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Play action. Now it's Carr. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
That's another Raiders first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. First down, a run with Cohen. And an alley to run. And he is tackled inside the 40.
We're just going to load the box because I see that's what he's
That
going
one
to do.
good for 13 and a Raider first down. That opening drive rhythm continues right into play number 3.
Whatever they decided that they wanted to run before the game, it's working pretty well for them right now. Moving the ball downfield at a nice rate. And guess what? I think the chain crew might have to get a little oxygen over there. They have to keep moving downfield with first downs on each play.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Carr. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a Raider first.
The catch, deservedly so, is going to get a lot of credit, but even more so because there's a defender there ready to make a play.
Yeah, just flat out muscled on that one.
Now, 180. Right there in the middle. 55. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm 637.
On play action, it's Carr. This will be caught by Brown. And stopped a few yards
Good-ass
shy
play
of the
call.
goal line at the 3.
Not going to lie about
Another
that. Good-ass
strong
play
gain
call.
on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll run forward, Tariq Cohen. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he'll take it into the end zone.
Perfect play
for
call.
a Raider touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown reception as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. That's one of those long drives where not only do you score, but you really tire out the defense too.
That's a great point because now they've been on the field for a long time. Them going to the bench, trying to make adjustments, trying to figure things out, but they'll do so fatigued.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback.
And down he goes.
I was expecting for him to sit, and he didn't sit.
Cleveland Farrell, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Recon, 132 fighter.
On third down, this is Melvin Gordon. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Running is Jacobs. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From just shy of midfield, Carr. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Joey Bosa in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
Hey, check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Keep it up, defense.
From the gun, it's Carr. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Back deep is Tavon Austin. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run the option right here on 1st down. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
From the gun, Stacy hauling it in, Nelson. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. J.J. Nelson, 76 yards, and the Chargers have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted, and now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout.
Ooh,
An
he
injured
hurt.
player. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talked about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Joey Bosa, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
56. Hey, exit. Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. And
Good
that
shit.
will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Go! 60 or.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
Chopper, chopper!
Max 50,
Snap!
They'll start by running the option to the right. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
Good blitz, because he didn't bite.
Escape, and he goes down.
Had a feeling it was a mass exit blitz.
Time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Here we go. Let's go.
On 3rd down, it's Gordon. And
Yeah,
he'll only get this to about the 35.
He was playing in the flat. Let him play in the flat.
It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Good shit. Still perfect on the year.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it.
He was my punter last year.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start with a give to Cohen.
I'm like,
he's going to be dropped following a pickup.
He ain't a power back. How's he breaking all these tackles?
32.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now Carr. He'll leave it for Cohen, complete.
Damn.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Had a feeling he was going to run a halfback angle.
Tariq Cohen with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6.
Damn. Perfect jump, but didn't get through.
At that distance here, he had to catch it too before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy.
That's all he got on offense.
And catch it, and we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
This is fielded a couple yards deep.
Yeah, that's all he got on offense is Tariq Cohen. A little bit of this, just to keep it, keep it saucy.
The Charger drive about to get going. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
His aggressiveness is perfect for this offense.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Big series right here. We got to step it up. Save.
Greystone, travel. Out. 49, check 49.
A toss play.
Damn.
And that one blown up.
He was back there before I could even do anything.
He's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
Yeah, he was back there before I could even do anything. So.
Okay, ready?
58, come on.
61, max box, white. Undercut. Hey, Haywood. Yeah.
Check curls. 58, come on, 58.
On 3rd down, Stacy. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They try to jet sweep with Nelson.
I didn't get the hold. He didn't hold it. They getting off these damn blocks, man.
And they'll stop him behind the line.
They are getting off these damn blocks.
And that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
That is the only thing saving them. They getting off these damn blocks.
General West. Check 50.
They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun.
He blitzed again on that one.
Boys up front. They're going to stop him right at
no, he
the
didn't.
line. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up.
I might have to flip it.
The Chargers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
He's sitting in the shell.
Operating from the gun. Stacy. Open man, it's Allen. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what
I ain't mad at
defense will work.
you. You got to all-out blitz and try to stop me.
better
Do what you got to
without
do.
getting beat deep for big passes.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. His throw incomplete. It was the veteran Prince Amukamara that time who had the play covered from the start. But prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
Sets up the screen to Gordon. He'll have a first down inside the 10, and he's hauled away down to the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Just have to wait on him.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up with 1st and goal.
We can't run what we want to run because he's
at the half. We'll join
like mass doing whatever the hell it is that he's doing.
Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime?
He's mass blitzing,
right?
And that's the only thing. It's just putting a lot of people in the box.
Really want to accomplish and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now the
I know
Raiders
exactly what I want to
use
run.
the
Where's it
second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
He called a timeout for me. Where's it at? I know what I want to run. There it is. I know exactly what I want to run.
Ready up. 51.
Yeah, like I said, I know exactly what I want to run.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Slam, slam, slam.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. It's their quarterback on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
I knew exactly what I wanted to run.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
I just had to find it.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 12 yards that time.
And that's what I'm saying.
First down.
I can't
by
run
the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash
anything
him.
other than what I'm in right
gaping
now.
hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now a play fake. Carr. He's going to complete it to Renfro.
I saw him too late.
He'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Hunter Renfro, his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders make some inroads here.
That's my fault. I saw him too
deficit.
late.
Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it
got
away.
all 3 timeouts. Let's see if we can get a field goal.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach,
I wasn't trying to do that.
Full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive.
I held the button and they wouldn't even let me do it.
Red light theory. Green light means go. Red light means
come
stop.
on.
Looks like he had green.
I held the button.
Play.
They wouldn't let me do
First
it.
play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Yes, I did. Okay. All you got to do is just play your responsibility.
To throw on 3rd down. Stacy. And the Raiders have got him. Maurice Hurst drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down.
You can't stop me.
He got a good pass rush on that one. That's
So
all.
we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and
you in cover 4 and you run Mills. That safety's supposed to take the dig.
Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good
one.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And now off to the races, down the right side.
He didn't do what I wanted him to do.
All the way in.
And he called me while I was adjusting the defense.
Tyrell Williams, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Zerline connects on the extra point.
That's kind of funny. Typically, he'll make 1,000,001 hot routes. He ain't doing it this game.
Zerline, he'll kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Yeah, typically he'll make 1,000,001 high routes.
4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Gotcha.
Check 37, check 37.
On 1st down, Stacy. Forced out to his left. He'll try and run it. He takes us beyond.
That was unnecessary. You knew I was going out of
bounds. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. So from the 36 now.
And truth be told, I wasn't even trying to do that. I just happened to see it.
He's going to get this to Austin complete. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Off play action. Stacy. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
Get over there.
Hey, Alpha. 58, boy, 58, 58, Mike. Rock it. Ready?
On third down, Stacy. He's got the first down and more past midfield.
You knew
and
it was coming and you still got shit.
50 to the 47-yard line. 17 yards for the Chargers there.
He knew it was coming.
Themselves a first down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out in the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Tackle made there by Zach Brown. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third
I'm trying to do what I can,
but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse.
Any other time,
I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And
he loading the box and then moving people into the box to blitz.
Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it?
Yeah,
maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Here we go.
Hey, dude.
Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Coming, baby, I'm coming, baby. Woo!
To throw on 3rd down, Stacy. He's going to find his man. That's Tavon Austin. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 20-yard line.
18.
I'm going back to you. Shit.
Pilot, 64, weak.
No gain on this defense. No.
Five.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Caught by Nelson. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there.
Only thing that changed this game where I got to do something differently is because he loading the box. Any other time, I would run something completely different. But
and he takes it in.
We do what we got to do to win the game.
Touchdown. Tavon Austin, his 4th touchdown on the year. For the Chargers, they're able to wipe.
They're going to load the box. We're going to make him pay for it.
A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Good tackle.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Look at that hand. Could have swallowed a nice.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started.
I don't know where my person was.
Exactly right,
he was right there with him, and then I guess he got some type of rub or something.
The defense gave one up.
I don't know where he went.
That's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now they'll run it with Cohen.
You got to catch him before he can get to the hole and juke.
First down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now Carr. But he completes it to Cohen.
Let him do it.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football.
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
At the 29-yard line.
Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards.
Hey, echo. Tight end right. You got 3 down.
Now Carr.
Good shit, y'all.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
So that's the same play he had ran before.
The intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
He gets it to Brown. Good play. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Goddamn right.
Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in.
Goddamn right.
Hang on 3rd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run
Good
through.
shit, Tranquil.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty?
Tranquil showing up.
Yeah, I think you got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
Tell him, good shit, Tranquil.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon.
Are you fucking serious?
And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line.
Boy, I swear, that play was
time
just...
is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. We'll
That
take
play
a
was
break
just
and
ridiculous
get a
to
report
begin
from
with.
Oakland after this. This will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Ready? Check 99. Check 99. 80 weapon.
Yeah, that play was just ridiculous to begin with.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Stacy, quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter.
Hey, we didn't really have much.
In the East Bay, as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially,
he'll be back.
15. And that will come the offense.
But that's why I made sure I adjusted my That's why I made sure I adjusted my my auto subs. We can't put them on a heavy workload like we did in the past.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he's in. Touchdown.
I don't know how he's faster than me, but okay.
Antonio Brown with touchdown number 8 on the year, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good.
I expected it to be a shootout.
As we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Oh, that's right. I'm glad I remembered that damn play. All right, yeah, I'm going to have to run it sometime.
The Charger drive about to get going. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Where is it at? There it is.
Ready to break.
They run with Jackson out of the gun. Call it an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be 3rd down.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
They'll run again with Jackson. He'll have a 1st down past the 40 and brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one, and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
This is Gordon as they go to him again.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This will be 3rd and 5. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He may try and run for this. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
It's now 4th down.
So here comes a very important kick now for Michael Badgley. This to break our 4th quarter tie.
That motherfucker there been
And
money
I
all
tell you
season.
what, he got it from 58. That had
That boy
lots
been money all
of leg
season.
behind it. You talk about a big kick under
That boy
pressure
been money
in the
all
fourth
season.
quarter. I mean, that wasn't like a 33-yarder. That was long distance.
Not only does it show the faith that they have in him, but also remember, if they miss that one, they're giving up the ball near midfield, so they had to be very confident that he was going to put that one through the post.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's
See
exactly
what I'm
how you want
saying?
to draw things up, whether it's on your grease board.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Tariq Cohen, his second touchdown
even really
of
do,
the
man.
afternoon. And once again, the Raiders are back
He was
out
fast
in
as
front.
fuck, that's all.
Zerline good with a PAT. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. A beautiful fake. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker.
I'm like, hey, I can't even lie. I'm tempted almost to adopt his strategy.
For 6. On second down, they'll run with Gordon. He'll have a first down past the 40, and they're going to get him behind
I'm serious.
the line
I'm almost
again.
tempted to adopt his strategy of
Afternoon
just
continues.
all-out
Give him
blitzing,
15
man.
yards on that
That
one,
run
and a
game is
Charger
something else
first
on this
down.
man.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on first and 10.
Here I come again. Here I come again.
Room here to
I'm going out of bounds, so I'm not
But
going to
he's
give you a
able
chance to
get
big hit
this
me.
to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for LA.
I'm not going to give you a chance to big hit me.
So here's a first and 10 now in Raider territory, right at the 40. They run on first down with Jackson. And he'll lose
needed,
yardage on the
Melvin
play
on that
back
one,
at the
man.
45-yard line.
Needed Melvin on that
A
one.
full 5-yard loss that time.
I
It's going to
needed him
make
on that
second
one.
down pretty tough.
You ready?
58, 58, come on.
X3, 218, chopper. Hey, Charlie.
58 to Mike, 58.
Big grip, big grip.
Looking to throw on second down. Stacy. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 21. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
West.
Check, cross.
Fire.
On first and 10, Stacy. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
It's a first down and more for Gordon. And finally,
I don't know if they got fucking secure
line.
tackle or what the fuck
Some
they
big plays
got.
in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's in for a Charger touchdown.
Good shit, Chargers.
Justin Jackson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers
Good shit,
have once
Chargers.
again taken the lead. Extra
Hey, we
point
gotta
by
do what we gotta
Badgley,
do, man.
up and good.
Good shit, Chargers.
And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty
Face mask?
marker on the field.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I'm not sure what this is about. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Shit! Watch the shit! Chaz, watch it. 9. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Go!
To throw his car. And he'll be taken down.
I feel like he got to have like
yard line. 4 yards.
He got to have like joystick or something.
Given the
like
time
that.
in the short game,
Something.
would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look
He
at
got to
the
have
clock, you think
something.
so, but it's hard to get a receiver to drop the football. They're trained to catch everything.
Now this one to his running back out of the
Yeah, he got to have
backfield. He'll be
something.
out of bounds just shy of the 40. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. They'll run on first down. It's Cohen. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. He'll find his running back here, Richard. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. On first down, Richard. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen.
Thank you. Grab his
And
ass.
he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
What we looking for?
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Check three. Back. Come back down. Hey, Raider
2. He's back to throw. And it's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Foster Moreau with time running out. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute.
How many people watching this one right here gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out.
Bravo.
58, right over there.
Back to throw. And caught by Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll look to throw. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
Set up. 15, line it. 15 line.
58's the mark.
Hey, exit.
Here we go.
Set up.
He'll look to throw. And
Yes, sir!
touchdown.
Let's fucking go!
Taking the lead here in the final
Let's
seconds.
fucking go!
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field
I missed
goal.
that shit.
Oh,
Let's
that
fucking
was
go!
good. Just his second miss of the year, and our score will stay
Let's
right where
fucking
it
go!
is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone.
Ball
hoping
game.
someone
Good
can
shit, y'all.
catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay
Good
pull
shit.
that off
Yep,
twice
absolutely.
in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'd be interesting to see what the defensive strategy is about who they put on the field to
Good
try
shit.
and knock that ball away.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for our visitors, they'll finish the first half of the schedule dead even at 4-4.
We
And
ain't
they'll get
dead
another
yet,
road
goddammit.
date next week. Meanwhile, for Oakland, the loss will drop them to 6-2 now on the
Motherfucker
year.
showed up and
they'll
showed
look
out
to
today.
get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.